Greetings, Samford, and welcome back to campus. The 2024-25 academic year is underway, and exciting new journeys are starting for Samford students. Whether you're one of our more than 57,000 alumni worldwide, or you're brand new to Samford, you know our faith in God is at the core of our Christ-centered educational mission. It's at the root of who we are, and that's our focus on this episode of Beck's Bench. Well, we are super excited today to have Bobby Gatlin, our campus pastor, and Sadie HuYoung, a junior from Brentwood, Tennessee, with us today on Beck's Bench. Welcome to both of you. Happy New Year, I guess.
Yeah, here we go. Thank you. New Year.
Bobby, you lead our campus, our spiritual life programs, and one of the things I've heard you say many times is that you want to encourage our campus not just to talk the talk, but to walk the walk. What does that mean to you, and what kind of difference does that make here at Samford?
Yeah, so it's a big deal to us that we want to make sure that the faith at Samford is not just something that we know about, that we talk about, but it's something that's actually lived out in our lives. And it's when I first came, I thought the environment looks good, it feels good, but where do we actually see faith coming alive in individual lives? And is it an act? Is it make-believe? Do we just project an image of Christianity? Or is there something really in the depths of who we are that this is on display in our actions, in our behaviors, in our talk? And so it's just that reminder that we need to be doing it, not just believing it, not just saying it, but actually living it out in our lives.
Yeah, thanks. So Sadie, you are very active on campus, junior education major, and you've just come off a busy summer as an orientation leader. That was so fun to work on with you. Talk to me a little bit about how the spiritual life emphasis, this idea of being a Christ-centered campus, has impacted you as a person, as a student, and just your overall experience here at Samford?
Well, coming in as a freshman, I was really nervous. It was just a lot to take in. I'd never moved away from home. I think just the community in and of itself, but also the space that's been created for me, is what makes Samford really special, is that space is created. From the top down, I mean, from you to them, to the people around me, my peers, I think that conversation's always being had of how can we look more like Christ? How can we invite him into our daily lives? And that's been what's made it really special for me, is it's not just when we're in combo, it's not just when we're at church, it's being led by the Spirit, and that's been really cool for me. Yeah.
That's beautiful. I'm so happy for you that you've had that experience. Bobby, Tuesday mornings, 10 o'clock, Right Center. There's a lot of activities that the Office of Spiritual Life sponsors beyond that moment. Right. But say a little bit about that moment. 10 o'clock, the Right Center. What are we trying to create in that space for students? How do you approach that time?
Yeah, it happens fast too. It's in between class schedules, so we only have about 45 or 50 minutes. The hope is to have a service where students can unplug, can unwind for just a moment, Tuesday mornings, to have that exciting kind of college-level worship experience. We're led by college students, so it's peers that are on stage that are volunteering to be part of this worship team. And each week, one of our staff or someone that we've invited in, maybe it's local ministry leaders, sometimes it's from around the nation, around the world. You yourself speak at times, at least once a semester up in front of the students to encourage, to challenge, to lift us up, to focus us back on the truth from God's word so that we recenter at least once a week. We know that students can go to church services and off-campus ministries, but this is where we collect together. We just want to make it as good as we can.
Yeah. What an encouraging moment of our week, right? How many places can you just stop what you're doing, kind of in the middle of the week, and be encouraged through corporate worship? It really is an amazing sight to see. Sadie, this fall we have a lot of new students on campus. We have a big freshman class that's just arrived. We have some transfer students. What advice would you give to a new student, particularly in the area of taking advantage of all Samford has to offer in spiritual life?
I don't want to sound cliche, but put yourself out there. It's definitely the time to be comfortable in the uncomfortable. Someone told me that my freshman year, and it's hard for sure. I would say don't let your mind be limited to what the Lord can do. I think be expectant and be excited, but also rest in the fact that it's going to work out. You know, freshman year, you're going to feel that weight of, I need to be involved. I need to get plugged in, but also rest in the fact that the Lord has that worked out.
That's such good advice. Bobby and I need to follow that advice
really.
too. That's wonderful.
Yeah, it's hard. It's not easy. I'm not good at it myself, but I'm working on it.
So Bobby, you look remarkably well rested for somebody who just hosted the freshman retreat, an opportunity for our first year students to together in mass retreat and have kind of a spiritual life centering weekend together. Say a little bit about that event.
So the retreat itself is intended to give the students, the freshmen, a little more time to connect with each other, to meet friends, to start on the right foot when you think about coming and having the Samford experience of a Christ-centered institution. What does that look like? Let's go away and have really just an overnight experience. But I think the magic and the sauce for us is that we've invited all those leaders that could be there with those students to meet them, to do conversations with them, small group conversations, late night conversations. The idea was to present as many incredible Samford students in front of them that are a step or two ahead of the freshmen, to give them someone to emulate, someone to look up to and to live their Samford story after. And so it's a great experience. Almost, it feels like all of the freshman class that goes.
Almost everyone who can go,
Yeah,
I think, goes.
pretty much.
Yeah.
But it's an incredible weekend. They come together for one incredible time just to have that worship environment, to have the fun and the excitement of being outdoors and playing together and all the fun things you can do there at the retreat center. So we had a great weekend.
Well, I just want to thank both of you for the roles that you each play in the spiritual vitality of our campus. Bobby, thank you for your leadership. Sadie, thank you for all the ways you lead as well on this campus. I know we all share gratitude for being a part of a community and a part of a campus that elevates the lordship of Jesus Christ. We celebrate that today, and we depend on his faithfulness throughout the academic year to sustain us. So thank you so much for joining us today. Well, that's a wrap. I'm Beck Taylor. Until next time, God bless you, God bless Samford, and as always, go Bulldogs.